We've got people getting excited about free government money and then making poor choices while shopping. So let's see what crab and lobster tail's all about.
You said do better? Okay, I'll do better. Kids, do you want shrimp tonight? Yes. Kids, do you want some crab legs tonight? Yes. Ooh, what else should we do? Oh, let's do steak. Y'all want steak? Yeah. What about ribs? Yes. All right, that's what we're about to eat tonight. Crabs, shrimp, steak, and some ribs. Oh, you want to add that to it? Okay.
As they say, when you spend your own money, you're more thoughtful, more precise, and you make the right choices. When it's somebody else's, sky's the limit. Let's have fun. All right, moving on.
So the state of Texas is banning the purchase of chips, soda, junk food, basically, with EBT. Mind you, the price for single ingredients for one meal will run you anywhere from $60 to $80. 60 is being generous. So I don't see, one, why that was any of their business, and two, why would they do such a thing when inflation is at an all-time high right now? And what about those people who don't have access to a home that can, cook and stuff like that? Like, it just don't make sense to me, but hey, I guess we just gotta let them do what they do.
Let's correct the record for you. It's actually not more expensive to cook from scratch. Everybody knows this. And most importantly, inflation's at like 2.7% now, down from I think 8% when Biden was having fun. So, secondary lie. Let's continue.
How you doing, brother? My name is Greatness.
Greatness.
Yep. Who you think get the most EBT? Blacks, whites, or Mexicans?
Blacks, whites, or Mexicans. The most total?
Yeah.
Or percentage-wise?
Percentage-wise.
I mean, because there's like more white people than there is, you know what I'm saying? So
percentage-wise?
Percentage-wise, I don't know. Black.
What you say?
Black people would be my guess.
What about in total, in general?
Well, in total, in general, I think white people.
What
Because
about Mexicans? Where do they rate?
I think they're like number 3 in both groups.
You get EBT?
No.
Cool. That's what's up. God bless.
Not in a lot of years.
Not in a lot of years?
Not in a lot of years.
That's what's up, brother. Have a good one.
The reason why he's asking percentage is it's important. The per capita means that it's more of a lifestyle that they've actually been taught and it's ingrained rather than just something that you could take advantage of when you need it.
I'm about to put y'all on real quick. If you're hungry and you're in like a time crunch or you just simply don't feel like cooking and you don't have any cash but you do have food stamps, take your ass to Whole Foods. Fill you up a nice little box of their prepared foods from their hot and salad bar. Go to self-checkout and ring it in as salad bar. It should automatically come off of EBT, and now you have a prepared meal without spending any hard cash. You're welcome.
People who spend their own money there call it whole paychecks for a reason. This isn't a hack. This is just another way to pay even more exorbitant prices for something you just can't afford with your own dollar. So not a hack, more of a waste.
Your cash balance is $0. Your SNAP balance is $582.
It's lit. Put your sneakers on.
It's lit.
Put your shoes on.
EBT, EBT, EBT. Hey. EBT, EBT, EBT. Hey. EBT, EBT, EBT. Ha, ha. Be my luggage. Chicken and cheese. BLT. Chicken and cheese. The BLT. The BLT. The BLT. EBT. Motherfucking cheese. EBT. EBT.
BLT with the top cheese.
I really make sure I see. I really make sure I see.
I get this could be kind of funny, but actually it's kind of sad. It's kind of like rejoicing when the government drops, just money rather than, some accomplishment made or some goal actually met. We're literally getting jiggy over deposits. So moving on.
Come shopping with me at Sam's Club as a recently unemployed wife to a family of 9 using EBT. Anyway, we've officially made it through 1 month of summer break, and man, did it deplete literally everything we had in the house last. Despite my best efforts to keep a budget, I absolutely failed. I went over by more than $100 at Sam's, and I'm sure I'll pay for that later in the month. But I didn't really have a choice in my defense because these kids depleted every single thing we had in the fridge, pantry, and freezer. Anyway, this is nothing new. It happens every single year during summer break, so I'm not even surprised in the slightest. I would also like to state here, this is not a complaint, but I digress. Anyway, my daughter decided that she wanted to play that little game where you go up and down the aisle and you point to something, and when the person says stop, whatever you land on is what you buy. She cheated. She wanted hot chips, so she changed it at the very last second. But whatever, I let her get what she wanted. And last but certainly not least, thank you to Sam's Club for giving us this pizza and this ice cream for free.
We're not going to slam these folks, but we are going to pay attention to what we're seeing with our own eyes. This isn't a gland issue, folks. It's just poor choices. Again, it just goes back to, if it's not your money, spend for the processed. What do we know about processed? It's just not good for you.
I went from having $1,100 EBT every month, and that was just with 4 children, to 0. Now, how the fuck am I gonna feed my children? Was the first thing that came to my mind. Then my inner voice was like, girl, you been feeding these children with or without food stamps before you got food stamps, so you could still do it. Like, I told y'all I was gonna take y'all to a food bank with me. When I tell y'all I just left a community event, I'm about to go to another one. I came home to take a break because, baby, it's hot out there. I told my children to Google some food banks that may be open or maybe open next week, you know, so I could take y'all with me. When I tell you they Googled it and they was taking me there, they was GPSing me, tell me why I pulled up at the food bank and with no food bank. So y'all got to be careful with a GPS take y'all. Because I went to the food bank and there was nothing there but an abandoned building on the other side. But the dot where the pin where the food bank's supposed to be at, it looked like where Pennywise live at.
Well, food banks actually I think should be the call. If we didn't have all this rampant fraud with the EBT, imagine how overflowing with healthy food, you know, the milk, the eggs, the proteins, just everything would be available, and people could really start to implement that into a better life. Well, brought us a few clips today, something to discuss. How are we thinking about this MAHA movement moving forward? Do you think it's going to be something strong to not only save across the board, but to make sure that people are actually saving on not only their health when it comes to food, but maybe even at the doctor's office?